Hey there. Um, so I was on a walk and I was just thinking about weight loss and how most of it is really just a lot of it is science. So what to eat and calorie intake and calorie restriction, all that jazz that we all hear about, nutrition information and exercises. But I think just as important of the science behind weight loss is the psychology behind weight loss. And psychology really is just the science of our emotions. I talk about emotional intelligence a lot because it's really important to me. It was really important to my journey for me to learn that I can feel an emotion without actually having to act on that immediate desire that emotion is like kind of trying to pull me towards, like binge eating. Um, so the psychology part is what I think a lot of people are missing out on. It's easy to come up with weight loss plans and like a meal plan and make yourself stick to it. I don't know how enjoyable that is for a lot of people, so they probably don't really have too much success with that in the long term, because eventually you're gonna want to get back to living life without tracking or measuring or having every single detail of your day planned out. So that's why I'm a big proponent of lifestyles, because I think those are lasting, and after losing 100 pounds twice and gaining it back, I know how important it is to make sure that we're working towards something that's going to be lasting, because there's nothing more incredibly infuriating than when you've worked so hard to lose 100 pounds and then you gain it back within a year. That is insanely, just incredibly infuriating. I've been there, not just once, but twice. So that's why this time when I lost 240 pounds, I wanted to make sure that I was doing it the right way and really addressing all of the root causes of my problems. And a lot of those were psychological ones. And lucky for me, there is kind of a science behind the psychology. Everybody is different though. So some people, when they get stressed out, they eat. And some people, when they get stressed, they don't want to eat. So it's kind of up to you, if you're not working with a like a therapist. I didn't. I just kind of had studied up on it. I knew myself well enough to know what my triggers were. I knew why I was binge eating. I knew that I had a food addiction, and I knew enough about breaking addictions that I was able to kind of develop my own plan for myself. But the emotional reasons why we're eating or not eating, those are a lot of times it's going to be up to you to be able to identify those. So like when you're having trouble at work, we all know that cheeseburger is not going to make you feel better, but it's your emotional intelligence to know, hey, right now I want to eat a cheeseburger because I'm stressed out at work. But that's not going to change anything about work at all. So that's kind of like the emotional intelligence on knowing like, hey, this is why I'm feeling this way, this is why I'm wanting to eat this, but I'm not going to act on that. And that's something that you actually have to build yourself. There's no plan in the world that's going to stop you from emotionally eating. And emotional eating, I think, played the biggest factor in me developing a food addiction, because I just didn't eat emotionally when I was upset or mad or stressed. I ate when I was happy. So like I'll give you an example that's really embarrassing. When I first started my journey, I was taking supplements. I still do take them, and it was balancing my blood chemistry, so foods didn't taste the same to me, and I didn't want to eat them myself because I knew they weren't helping me with my goals, but I wanted like that emotional fulfillment. And so sometimes like I'd ask people to send me pictures of their food that they were eating that was like bad food or food that I didn't want, or was choosing not to eat anymore. So like my boyfriend would go to Wendy's and get something, and I'd be like, oh, take a picture and send it to me. And like I got enjoyment from seeing the pictures of the food that he was about to eat. And I knew that wasn't healthy either. So I knew that there was still something emotionally going on there, that I was still trying to derive some sort of pleasure from the food. And it wasn't even eating it myself. I just was enjoying watching other people eat it. And that's not healthy either, because we don't want to continually like feed foods that we don't choose for ourselves to people we love and care about, because that's not healthy for them either. And a lot of people are struggling with making healthy choices for themselves anyways, so we don't want to be adding more onto that just for our own emotional pleasure. So that's kind of the part I wanted to talk about today, was just not letting yourself kind of like hide behind emotions or distract ourselves from emotions, like when we're stressed out at work and trying to forget about the fact that we're stressed out, so we go eat a cheeseburger. Or if we're at an event that's happy and it's exciting and all you're focused on is the food, that's not healthy either. You want to make sure that you're in your mind, you're recognizing, I'm happy because I'm here with these people, I'm happy because I'm here celebrating something, and not just focused on food. The emotion part needs to be separate from the food part. Food is fuel, not fun. And we can still enjoy our food, because I'm not going to eat foods that I hate. I'm going to eat foods that I enjoy, but there are also going to be foods that I enjoy and are fueling my body, not just my emotions.